Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and the new Congress update. We're also going to be looking at questions with regard to the share count and also discrepancy with regard to FINRA and short interest. Then we're going to be looking at ticker symbol BABA and also XOM, Exxon, both of which have had significant buys, and finishing off by having a look at two stocks that were added to this week's weekly watch list, so stay tuned for that. So let's first of all start by having a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline, or shout out should we say, to Stock Market News, who've stated Goldman Sachs chief economist has just said that he thinks Jerome Powell and the Fed are on the way to achieving a soft landing. So the economist is now not expecting a big hit that would cause recession. So hopefully positive news there. And in terms of Congress, we can see here US Representative Michael Burgess has just bought stock in Exxon Mobil, which is trading below $100, and he sits on the House Committee of Energy and Commerce. So maybe he knows something, but I certainly think Exxon is at a great price now. And in other news here, with regard to BABA, ticker symbol BABA, we can see here again, Jack Ma has reportedly been buying shares of Alibaba in recent months, according to the New York Times. And we can see here the stock has now rallied today on this report that the founder is buying more shares. So we can see here, obviously, the founder, that Jack Ma has been actively purchasing shares recently. He's also looked at through his company Blue Pool Management, the family investment vehicle, and they have invested approximately $151 million in Alibaba, trading on the New York Stock Exchange in the fourth quarter. So they certainly have confidence in the stock. And certainly we have seen a good rally today. Let's now have a look at the schedule for Don Fizz. So we can see here for Wednesday 24th of January 2024, 9 and 10 a.m. are two slots that are being held for someone. 11 is booked, 1 is booked, 3 and 4 are booked, 2 and 5 are also available, so go ahead and make those calls and try and get Don bookings there. Thursday he has 10 and 11 o'clock bookings, 2, 3 and 4 p.m. bookings, and there are also 4 slots available. And then to close off and finish off at the end of the week, I think there are significant options available for more bookings for Don on Friday, but 10 o'clock is going to be an important meeting, and it states here this will be moving to another slot, so it can open up a slot for another meeting. So in other developments from Don Fizz, we can see here he's just shared a picture of a meeting with Senator Ted Cruz. So this is tremendous. This is also something I expect Senator Ted Cruz to now get a full story and insight into the MMTLP fiasco. So again, thank you, Don Fizz. Let's now have a look at the two opinions with regard to short interest in MMTLP. So one opinion is from the point of view of FINRA, and the other opinion is from the point of view of the recent press release from Nextbridge Hydrocarbons. So there is certainly a discrepancy, or should we also say a disagreement, and what Ian Ape is stating here is that if somebody is lying about short positions in MMTLP, it's either FINRA or it's either Nextbridge Hydrocarbons, and help us prove the correct share count by filling out the voluntary community share count. So we're going to come to that shortly, but before we do that, let's have a look at the 2 points of view. So at the top here we can say that FINRA stated there are approximately 2.65 million shares out of 165.47 million shares, and they state that it's only approximately 1.6% of total shares outstanding. But in the press release we can see here what Nextbridge Hydrocarbons has stated is, for example, FINRA announced that its investigation showed short interest of 2.65 million shares. Yes, that tallies as above. But what they have stated here is representatives of short sellers have approached Nextbridge Hydrocarbons about buying considerably more shares than this figure. So the word considerably means significantly more, so we're looking at a lot more. So this is obviously potentially exposing FINRA and highlighting that they have given us incorrect or false information. And was this information given to us deliberately, or was it a mistake? or should we say, was it a coding error? And let's now have a look at the information with regard to the share count. So what INAPE has stated here, what's the share count? Go ahead to the website here, justretailinvestors.com. And good news here, John Berder has confirmed that he's validated his shares, and if you wish to do so on a voluntary basis, the link is below, so go ahead and check that out. It's justretailinvestors.com. And then the link will be the share count. So the key point I would like to emphasize in this post is that it is a voluntary basis. And the other thing I would like to say is that any confidential information with regard to your holding will not be shared, and that certainly will be protected. So this is the website. This is just a snapshot of it. I think it's an outstanding website. I think Russ is behind it and behind amongst other people as well. And you can see at the top there, third link on the right, NBH share count. So go ahead, check that out. I think you will need to create an account, but do not worry about any of your confidential information being shared with the public. One reaction I'd like to share with you is from Richard, who stated here, apparently FINRA were very interested in the Nextbridge Hydrocarbons PR, especially the part of the shorts contacting Nextbridge and quantity. So I wonder why they might be interested. Certainly it could be a case of they are in trouble. And in other developments I'd like to share with you from What's Bugging Me, he states here, 70 members of Congress have demanded that SEC and FINRA answer for the MMTLP fiasco, and the deadline is January the 31st. And the good news here, Republican, or should we say Representative Ralph Norman, is scheduled to come on What's Bugging Me next week. Will we finally have some answers? So this is a great post, and it also confirms that it looks like Ralph Norman will be asked questions about MMTLP. So stay tuned for that interview, and hopefully it reveals some positive answers. I'd like to finish up by sharing with you two stocks that were called in our weekly watch list. The first one here is ticker symbol MRAI, and we identified this as a stock with significant insider buying from Fintel, and the other stock that we called is ticker symbol DWAC, and this had more positive sentiment due to what's happening with Donald Trump and his campaign for a re-election. So let's have a look at how they have performed. So if we have a look at DWAC, also known as Digital World Acquisition Corporation, currently trading at time of editing at $51.29, and over the previous 5 days up in excess of 140.23%. So again, great returns there for people in DWAC. And the other one that we called is ticker symbol MRAI, also known as Marpai Incorporated. Again, this doing exceptionally well as well, and up in excess of 96.7% over the previous 5 days. So again, congratulations to anybody who got into these stocks, and there were others that we called as well. So if you would like to get a copy of the full weekly watch list as well as our daily stock alerts, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.